What did you get wrong about sweet green?
Well, first of all, the big sweet green move down has to do with this stomach virus and lettuce. You're probably aware of that, right?
Yes.
So like, if you're trading one piece of information, in the case of sweet green, I was trading the new wrap. Then we had this cyclovirus. What is it called? Like, what you know the virus.
It's called the 𝗪𝗪𝗧 virus, right?
That quickly became the driver for not just sweet green, but for Taco Bell and
Sure.
So listen, sweet green, their entire business is lettuce, and no one's eating lettuce for the last 5 or 6 weeks. So I always talk about the known unknowns and the unknown unknowns. Like, that wasn't on my radar. But even before that, I ate at Sweet Green a few times and I loved the wrap, but then I went to Kava and because I had never been to Kava actually. And Kava was doing really well again, before this whole lettuce thing.
Mm-hmm.
And what I noticed at Kava, cause I'm eating really clean right now. And I love sweet green because sweet green was clean. Like, you can tell, like, there was no sauces on that stuff. I went to Kava and I tried to order something really clean and I couldn't. Like, the chicken, like the protein was like mixed with sauce and stuff, but it had a lot more taste than sweet green. And then I started researching a lot of the comment analysis and I realized that was a little bit of a theme. Kava is more positioned for the masses, where sweet green is more positioned for the clean eating demo. Okay. And I think Kava is making for a really tough competitor against sweet green. So that's kind of like a little bit of a headwind for that company.
Yeah.
But again, you got to remember something. I placed a very tiny bet on sweet green because I had only partially done my research, right? Remember that? So I was like, this is speculative. I think there's a potential here for this to be a big hit for sweet green, but we'll just have to see how it plays out. Now, I ended up getting pulled into some other bigger trades, all this stuff. And I've been telling people since then, I'm like, I don't have time for sweet green, guys. Like, if the trade was tiny, like, I really don't care. Like, I have bigger trades I'm focused on. I think sweet green earnings like this week, people have been asking me, I'm like, not only do I not have time for sweet green, but my little wrap thesis has become irrelevant with this virus. Completely irrelevant. So there's no reason for me to be even looking at sweet green, because the only sweet green trade right now is to what extent will this virus destroy their sales, more or less than the market thinks it will.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that matters for sweet green. My thesis on the wrap has become irrelevant until this virus passes.
Got it. Is there anything else you're buying outside of stocks right now? Like, are you getting into collectibles, other alternative assets, anything else that you are bullish on?
I don't invest in anything outside of public equities, and I don't think I will for a very long time. I have my cash flow businesses, but those are more for joy, right? The thing I care about right now, like I'm having fun, is content. Doing more content. I'm enjoying doing content myself. I'm opening up a podcast studio in Austin. We'll be doing a show for someone else, not me there. And I'm having fun kind of applying a lot of the stuff I've been doing with investing the last 20 years to the content game. So I think content creators are going to be the next big thing because of AI. We talked about this. Like, people need that sense of connection. They need that humanity. So like, the humans that are most interesting, that remind us how great we are as humans and how special we are, that have a voice that truly is differentiated from what we're about to get with all the AI stuff that's coming. Like, there might not be that many of them, but the ones that exist, I think, become, one, super valuable, and two, super fun to be around. So like, I'll spend the next few years of my life spending more time with those people and also trying to improve my own content, right? Because I think, like, there's never been a bigger moment for the world to come into the investor class. And they're not doing it because they study investing in college. They're doing it because they see a YouTube show or podcast and they get excited and they open up a brokerage account, and 5 years later it changes their life. So did I tell you the story? That guy that I'm going to take you to see this project that I'm building out at Love Field. And my contractor's worker, one of his workers, was crying and made me come up there because he found out I owned the place, and he was about to commit suicide twice because his business partner basically took all of his stuff, and after 20 some odd years, he lost his business and was destitute, basically lives on a farm. And he randomly saw one of my shows talking about how you can start from nothing and build up by just investing in things that you see. And it like made him think that he could do it. And like, he literally, I went up there and he started crying in front of me. He's like, you saved my life. I'm like, that's how important content is, right? Like, I'm just a financial YouTuber. Like, I didn't think I had that impact on people, but people are deeply need connection with other humans right now, because there's not a lot of it, as you guys know, these days. So this is just one way for those and listen, I love being a content creator, that I'm fortunate not to have to make money from my content. So I could just focus on trying to be hyper authentic and intimate with the people that care to follow me. And like, that's really fun for me. Like I could just focus on that.
That's what I really think, that in-person communities over the next 10 years are going to do insanely well.
Yeah.
Like I'm seeing all of these like masterminds now popping up in person that are just exploding in popularity. Like in-person communities where people could sit face to face and meet each other. Because I think that's missing online.
It is missing online. And then the online becomes more impactful. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have any in-person connection at all of a sudden the parasocial relationship online becomes that more authentic and real. So like, I agree. I think it's a hybrid.
Okay.
Kind of like companies that, you know, sell their products through retailers and then sell direct. Hybrid. You got to do both. And it's not an easy thing to pull off, by the way, either. Because as soon as you go offline, it's coordination. It's a big commitment.
Yeah. Well, we have it with the index that you're in.
But it's not like, that's not like crazy scalable though. Like
it's the least, we keep joking, it's the least scalable business we could do because it's kind of capped. We've got like 30 people in it.
Yeah.
You can't really scale beyond that.
You know what's interesting is that pickleball groups are so lucrative.
Now, really quick, every business is asking themselves the same question. How do we make AI work for us? The possibilities are limitless, but guessing is too risky, and sitting on the sidelines is not an option, because one thing is certain. If you're not doing it, your competitors are already making their move.
And that's where our sponsor NetSuite by Oracle comes in. It's the #1 AI cloud ERP, trusted by over 43,000 businesses to manage everything from financials and inventory to commerce, HR, and CRM, all in one unified system.
When all of your data is in one place, your AI becomes a lot smarter. It doesn't just guess. It knows. NetSuite intelligently automates routine tasks, delivers real-time insights, and helps you make fast, confident decisions that actually help drive growth.
And it's not just an add-on, it's AI that's literally built right into the system that runs your business, helping you cut costs, improve accuracy, and stay ahead of the competition.
Whether your company is making millions or even hundreds of millions, NetSuite gives you visibility and control to keep moving forward. Honestly, if I were building a business of this size, NetSuite's the only company that I have 100% confidence in.
So if your revenues are at least in the 7 figures, get our completely free business guide, Demystifying AI, at netsuite.com/clips.
Again, the guide is free for you at netsuite.com/clips, netsuite.com/clips, with the link down below in the description.
You know what's interesting is that pickleball groups are so lucrative. Like if you can transform industrial space into pickleball courts and then there's like memberships involved. I have a friend that actually started, or acquaintance that started one in Vegas, and they are making absurd amounts of money.
You're talking about like a Soho house of like...
No, it's like a gym that hosts events and people go, or even my recreational soccer team. I'm on a rec soccer team in Vegas, and these things are super popular. Pickleball specifically, because it's like most ages can participate in it, but people are opening up pickleball places in Vegas, charging membership dues, doing some sort of event once a week, once every other week, and it is packed, and they charge, like I paid $100 for an hour and a half.
I believe it because
and there's no overhead. It's a court. It's a pickleball court.
You need a filter. The thing is, if you just meet like randos, you need a filter to filter out who you're going to get along with without you having to do all like the work. And that is a good filter of the type of person who would do that. You'd probably get along with each other.
Okay, like in Austin, the run clubs are insane.
Yeah.
Like the number of run clubs, you go down there and they're
That's hard to charge for, though,
everywhere.
right?
Well, I'm not thinking of it as a business. Again, I'm thinking of it, there is a thirst for in-person connection around any shared experience. It could be pickleball, it could be run clubs. People are not drinking anymore. They're not going out late at night. It's wild, dude. Like they're looking to do anything but go out late and drink.
You know what's interesting? I went to a park to like walk around with my friend. As we were walking, I saw a horde of people, probably 100, maybe 120 people all walking somewhere. I was like, what are these people doing here? And I walk up and they're all like on their phones and walking around. And then I go up to them like, what is this? And everyone's kind of like all staying together in a small group. I thought it was some summer camp or something, but it was like old people, young people, people of a bunch of different backgrounds. And they're like, we're here because of Pokemon Go. And apparently that has turned into this thing where like literally hundreds of people will all meet up at one place because there's a legendary Pokemon that you can meet. And I think, and they all battle together and like, it's like a group activity. But even that, like I was blown away that was such a big thing.
So there are a lot of people playing cards at my restaurants now and games. Like I've never seen this before. Like I walk into my restaurants and there are tables of just like women, young girls. They're either playing cards or some like board game or something. I'm like, they just bring it to a restaurant and start playing it, which is cool, whatever. Like we're more of a neighborhood place. I just think it's all becoming a thing. People are they want ways to connect. They want to, because they're not drinking, guys. Like people just used to go out and drink. Now they're just coming up with different things to do.
I think just over the next 10 years, that is going to be the future. Big business is going to be these in-person communities, no phone. It's not anything digital, because I think so many people are missing that.
I think it's not big business. I think it becomes like maybe the next small business. And I don't think people need to make a ton of money. You know, it's just like, you just find something where you can cash flow. Anything where you can cash flow.